Imagine if Joe Biden in his first year in office had just started taking a wrecking ball, literally, to the White House. Republicans would be losing their mind. And not just Republicans. We always say Republicans would be losing their mind. Fox would be doing that. No, actually, the entire mainstream media would be all over it like a rash. And actually, not only are we not seeing that kind of level of coverage, but also we're actually seeing people pull back from this. The Washington Post editorial board did an op-ed defending the ballroom, which is fine. Look, I'm not for or against ballrooms. I don't give a shit whether there's a ballroom or not. The White, maybe there's a case for it. The point is, Trump has no mandate for this, and he's only adding his name to it, and he's spending hundreds of millions of dollars of his donors' money at a time when he's cutting back healthcare and food aid. But what bothers me is the Washington Post does an editorial, Swin, last week where they say, hey, isn't this great? Let's not be so bad about the ballroom. They don't mention that Jeff Bezos, the owner of the Washington Post, is donating to the damn ballroom. And then they stealth edit the editorial when it's pointed out to them on social media, and they mention, oh yeah, Jeff Bezos is one of the funders, our owner. So you're really, the mainstream media is really, really letting us down. I mean, the ballroom story is a smaller story than, Trump going to war with Venezuela or ending the Constitution. I get that. But it is, as you said, a kind of microcosm of just how the media, A, doesn't give the same kind of outrage and attention as they would if it was a Democrat in the White House, and B, just rolls over at the first sign of kind of Donald Trump pushback.
I think this story is breaking through, and it's not that it's a ballroom being built or not being built. Like you said earlier, what the fuck do we care if the White House is a ballroom right now? It's like it's the White House. It's the American presidential palace. Maybe it should have a ballroom. Maybe it shouldn't. I don't care.
I think you're reporting, let me remind you, as Swin reported last week, that one Trump official once in the past told him that Donald Trump wanted a Saddam-style what would look like a Saddam-style ballroom.
It's a running joke inside the Trump West Wing right now that he is erecting the palace of quote-unquote MAGA Saddam, if you look at how garish and gold it looks right now. But the bigger story is that he is devoting a ton of energy, manpower, resources, like everybody in the government who is working on this right now and fixated on it for weeks and soon to be many weeks going forward, is doing it on the taxpayer dime.